All these young people that they're recruiting on these platforms with um, Anton Daniels, these young black creators that come on here, not on here, but in that space, and they want to get on Tasha K. They want to get their own name out there so they can blow up. They want to get subscribers. So they want to fake like they're part of the political party, like, because that's the new hot thing. There's no lane for them to be a liberal. It's too much competition. But to be a black conservative, oh, wow, that's great. I'm going to have a lot of white racist people follow me and pretend like, see, I'm not racist. She thinks the same way as me. So they want black racist people to have their ideology, have you be racist against your own people, say things and talk about people's pain. And for what? You put your own people down for success and fame. A look. And they're faking. If you listen to Mika do her political view, she's the messy conservative out of the blue, doing her red cup talk, and it's just banter. It's ridiculous. And I was just like, oh my God, she doesn't even know what she's talking about. And this is fake. And then you see Anton, and you can see his imprint on all of it. Then they recruit these other young black creators so they can talk about different subjects as he tries to lure some of them into politics so he can have political discussions and eat off their platforms, set them up so he can eat off them. Most people don't have the ideas right. They don't have the notions correct. It's a lot of false energy put in the air. The Corey Holcomb situation just exposed their whole business. They'd have still been rolling in the dough, and people wouldn't have saw what was behind the curtain because no one was really paying attention to look behind the curtain until now. The fake conservatorship that you see, all these blacks that's never been conservative in their life, who hung around people who were liberal their entire careers to get rich and famous off of it. Mika had no problem hanging out with liberal rappers and everything else. Anton had no problem going to the game with celebrity black people who are not conservative until now. Now, you look at scenarios and situations where he blames the black community. They love guys like that. Another fake conservative, Tommy Sotomayor, he was the first one I seen that was fake in his conservatorships. He's doing it just to kiss up to white people because it gets him money and attention. He wanted to be, he was the first Anton Daniels, except for they seem to have these weird fetishes behind the scenes. You know, Tommy had a lot of weirdness with him. And a lot of people think he was, going both ways because of his attitude, the way he acted, the way he was very disrespectful to black women. And you see that tone with Kevin Samuels. You see that tone with Anton Daniels. You've seen this tone where they're just very mean towards black women. They don't seem to be mean towards white women at all. Not one iota. And in white America, they treasure that and say, look, that's a black man saying that about a black woman. So if I feel that way, it's the same thing. No, you're just a racist. And you found someone that makes you at ease with your racism. And so he wants to promote that. Yeah, we got to push this guy. He's talking good stuff. And fake black conservativeness. When Tommy was never that at first. He was running for political office. He wasn't running as a conservative man. So it's all about who you like. It's all about the alignment they want you to have. Like, what alignment do they want you to possess with other people? Right? I didn't come here to make a 3-hour video, dog. I came here to just explain it. Anton and Mika right now are the biggest ones right now you could think of that's black conservatives that are in that space of people who are doing it just to be doing it. You got other ridiculous people who get in that space to just put down black people. It's the growing trend of just faking things for a look. What was those two idiots? One guy that's not black and another guy that is black. I forgot. They're two idiots, and they run around and they have Tommy on their show, and they pretend to be conservatives. And they got a bunch of women lined up on the show and a bunch of strippers that they have up there podcasting with them, which is an oxymoron. So if you're a conservative, why do you have strippers and hoes on your show? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, fresh and fit, those idiots. Then you got the Hodge twins. A bunch of conservative raised black people who found a lane doing that when they used to do comedy skits. They came in there doing comedy skits, and then they said, whoa, political is the way to go. They saw what Donald Trump was doing, and it was like, wow, we talked about Donald Trump and how cool he was, and we got a lot of views on that video. So we need to keep making that video forever. But before, they used to do comedy satire, editing videos and everything. And they grew up rich with money. This is what you're dealing with now. This is the society level that everybody sees from this generation of faking. Another person would say that, well, you started off doing boxing and now you this hip hop guy. I've always been the hip hop guy. I never changed who I was. Basketball, boxing, hip hop, these are my lanes. What are you talking about? How do you think I have so much hip hop knowledge and everything that goes on? I don't talk out my wheelhouse for money. As a person who has to pay taxes and go through all the economy, the groceries and getting gas when you're not living with mom, and you see all these things that's affecting everybody, the living expenses and everywhere else, and it's becoming just rampantly expensive for everyone to try to maintain and live and just to survive. You start to see a growing trend, and that growing trend will push you into a political situation because you want to find out what's going on in the world. You want to know. So I watch world news. I do all of these different things. I watch movies. So I have a movie channel. I go to the movies. I talk about movies. I'm not one thing. That's what I'm saying. And if these people were actually these things, we wouldn't be mentioning them. See, this is the difference. They were never these things. Except for the Hodge twins, their family were conservative, but they never did anything until they weren't popular off what they were doing. With the GMG, baby. Yeah, that's how we do it, baby. Shot time.